Haven't worn my Babe Jack in a while, so this whole review I'm gonna have it on. Are the Jordan 3 Cardinal Reds worth it? In this video, let's figure that out. Hey everybody, I'm Torres and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers. And today, we have got these bad boys to review. This would be really interesting. This is a sneaker that kind of almost flew under our radars, but came out swinging. So before we do the unboxing, be sure to like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now let's get to it. As always, I always want to start off by talking about the box, and I like that they did a special box for this release. You know, it is different from a normal Jordan 3. However, it seems also kind of lazy, because this is almost the exact same box as the all red fire red Jordan 3, but instead of like fire red, it's Cardinal red. I mean, cool, but also kind of lazy, but you know what, can't really complain too much. At least they did something. Popping up from that lid, removing that wrapping paper, and whoa. My first impressions of this sneaker is really shiny. Now, I thought it was gonna have more of a matte look, but no, this one's more like in your face. Kind of like subtle, but not subtle. Alright, here's a closer look at the Jordan 3 Cardinal Red. Some background information. The sneaker released this month, February 18th, with the retail price of, I think it was $200 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $200. Which is about, you know, pretty average for Jordan 3s. This sneaker is based off an old Jordan 7 colorway, and they kind of just added on to a Jordan 3, and I gotta say, pretty well executed. But are these sneakers worth it? Well, let's start with the styling, you know, starting with the sole of the shoe. Basic Jordan 3 outsole here, but with Cardinal red in the middle swirls right here. Cardinal red for the Jordan logo right there. This is Jordan branding instead of Nike branding. And then we have traditional gray surrounding pretty much 80% of it, and then we have a little white section by the middle. Swooping up to the midsole of the shoe. Now, Jordan 3 midsoles are obviously one of my favorite sneaker midsoles at all. They all have this kind of like arrow point going on here, and this is traditional kind of Jordan 3 color blocking. I have kind of a split colors going on here. So on like the top portion, it's all that Cardinal red, and that Cardinal red is not matte. It is really shiny. Normally, you know, a midsole would look like, you know, more dulled down like this would be. This is kind of a terrible example, but it's the only sneakers I really have on hand right now. And this one is kind of like all shiny in your face. You know, I gotta say, I kind of like the gloss look too. It makes the sneaker look different. Bottom part of the midsole is done in white. Back towards the heel, you can see the classic Nike air bubble. Very thin, but you can also see that gray from the outsole kind of creep up to the midsole as well, more so on the heel and the front. The inner portion of the midsole still have that arrow point, but it's kind of more thicker, just to give more structural support to the shoe. The toe portion of the midsole also kind of thicker and chunkier to give more of a guard support, and also stars right here, done in gray for better traction. Coming up to the uppers of the shoe, now this is why we're all here, and now I gotta say, the sneaker has brilliant execution. So the majority of the sneaker is covered in tumbled leather, and the tumbled leather is pretty soft, man. Starting to see that modern quality still releasing on Jordan 3s. Really nice. It's not like incredibly soft, but it's softer than old Jordan 3s. It's really weird how different releases of Jordan 3s have different levels of quality. You know, they're not really consistent, but this one is pretty much on par as like the UNC Jordan 3. Also making an awesome return on the sneaker is the classic elephant print. See that more on the bottom quarter panel. The heel is also on the toe guard. Really nice, and they did a traditional light gray with a darker gray for the pattern. Coming to the middle of the shoe, we see that Jordan big fat toe guard and the perforated tongue. Also part of the brilliant execution of the sneaker is done in the sneaker lace eyes right here. So Cardinals have kind of a distinct look. They're all, you know, red, but their beaks are like bright yellow. So it's kind of showing that bright yellow towards the first third of the eyelids right here. Pretty nice. And then we have that shiny Cardinal red on top of elephant print, and on the top of the lace eyes is done in Cardinal red. That's really nice. You'd be surprised how much something little like changing the colors of the lace eyes means to the shoe. I mean, this adds that more of that yellow pop and contrast that the sneaker needed. Also perfectly done of the shoe is the tongue. So basically the tongue is all white with perforated leather up into the top. We have a bright yellow kind of goldish Jumpman. I mean, just look at the effect of that, man. Just cover that up And like the rest of the shoe is really basic, you know, just red, you know, classic color blocking, and then boom, added pop and contrast. It's the little things on sneakers that really matter. I mean, if you mess up on the tiny details, it throws the whole sneaker off. But if you do it right, it makes the sneaker look awesome. Back of the tongue is all done in red fabric too, and you see the big old sizing tag. Let's give some more love to the heel of the shoe. Not a whole lot going on here. You know, you see the midsole, elephant print, all that goodness, and then you see the pull tab. The pull tab is all done in white with a Jumpman logo right there. You know, I think that the Jumpman should have been done in that gold instead of red. Maybe give a little bit extra pop, or maybe that ruined the sneaker. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, really clean for the back heel. For the top of the shoe, you know, we have kind of red for the sock liner, some more perforated leather right there, and then the interior, all Cardinal red. Let's remove this shoot tree out for a sec. And so the inside is all Cardinal red with a white Jumpman logo. Also, something I almost forgot to talk about is the laces. The sneaker only came with white laces, I believe. Yep, that's kind of sucks in my opinion. You know, maybe they should have thrown on some Cardinal laces or maybe some gold laces as well, so people can kind of switch it up. You know, they played it safe with white, but it's always nice to have extra laces. And yeah, that's about it for the styling. This being a super clean sneaker, it should be pretty easy to style, but also kind of hard because you're limited on the colors. So first of all, if you are looking to buy this shoe, always go true to size for Jordan 3s. I feel like that fits best. Everybody's feet are different, so make sure you try on a pair before buying, but yeah, I think go true to size. So as you can see, I'm wearing red with white, and it kind of complements the shoe really, really nice. I'm also wearing some white joggers, and I think that's kind of the best look, just white and red, and maybe some hints of gold if you can on your outfit. Maybe wear a gold shirt or something, I don't know, bring out that yellow, or gold socks. I feel like gold socks would bring out the yellow a little better too. But yeah, but you also can probably throw on a lot of different stuff, but I feel like the white and red would work best with this. Darker colors, I don't really think so. If you wear black, I think it would kind of, you know, not really do the shoe really that justice. I feel like white's really bringing out the most. And then yeah, and Jordan 3s are pretty comfortable for the most part. You know, wearing them all day will start probably to hurt, but wearing them for a few hours, you should be fine. So yeah, if I had to give a score of this sneaker at a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably like, I'm gonna say a 9. This is a really nice shoe, to be honest with you. You know, I almost gave it an 8 because, you know, at first I didn't like the gloss, but really getting in the hand and on feet, I think the gloss is really, really nice. But yeah, I really like the subtle hints of the sneaker, you know, the traditional color blocking with that bright yellow gold. I mean, this is really clean. This would probably be one of the better Jordan 3 releases of the year. And the sneaker also has really good quality too. I mean, the stitching pretty nice and the quality of the leather is pretty soft. So finally, let's talk about the feature of the sneaker, you know, where the sneaker is heading. And this sneaker kind of came out of the gate swinging in resale prices, but I think it will die down a little bit once more stock has entered into the market. A lot of people are getting their late shipments, all that good stuff. And then I think it will die down to like maybe the mid $200 range for resale. But within a year, not even a year, within a few months, it's going to go over $300 for all these sneakers. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be as insane as like the UNC 3s, but I think it would be kind of like 60% of that. So yeah, I can see this sneaker in maybe about a year from now, probably be high $300 range. So definitely a good hold and sneaker investment right here. And yeah, that's really all is to be said for this sneaker. So the Jordan 3 Cardinal Red, what'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm. I'm going to exit off with some on feet footage, so let's get to it.